Psalm 65, 5 through 7 says, "By awesome deeds you answer us in righteousness, O God of our salvation. You who are the trust of all the ends of the earth and the furthest sea, who establishes the mountains by his strength, being girded with might, who stills the roaring of the seas and the roaring of their waves and the tumult of the people." Well, if you're joining us in reading through this 6-month reading plan through the book of Psalms, today's reading is Psalm 65, and I encourage you to read that psalm. Well, in verse 7, David makes a very interesting statement. He acquaints the roaring of the seas and of their waves and of the tumult of the people to be similar. This is an interesting picture. Now, on the island of Crete, which is Toni's birthplace and my adopted home, the northern side of the island contains very sandy beaches, and waves coming on shore make a very distinct but muffled sound because of the sand that they strike. But on the south side of the island, it's very, very rocky, and there's very little sand on those beaches. And in addition to those beaches, directly facing Libya, they tend to have small waves most of the time. However, in the late summer and fall, there's a change. The waves increase significantly as they push the pebbles and the small stones towards the beach, and the sound can be overwhelming. It's like the roaring of a train or a huge noise similar to that of a tornado as it passes by. Well, this is the picture, in my mind at least, which David paints through the psalm. God is in charge, and because he's in charge, he can still the noise that is produced out there. Being in this political season, the news shows rallies of the candidates and their followers, and when the candidate says something that everyone likes, the crowd just roars, and God can also still that roar as well. When it is quiet, we can hear what God is telling us. When it's quiet, we're able to concentrate on what God would have us to say and do. When it's quiet, we can reflect on who God is. A pounding drum, loud music, that may excite us, but it's the quiet that causes us to grow. We can be reflective of that which is going on. This is why times of prayer need to be in places where you are not disturbed. It is there that you can concentrate and reflect on God's glory, his majesty, his providence, and his goodness to us. And if you would like a PDF copy of this entire reading plan, please send an email to phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.